I'm going to be showing you how to do 3 different kinds of washes with watercolor paint. We're going to do a flat wash, a graded wash that changes colors, and then a graded wash that just gets lighter. So we have 2 different colors of paint mixed here. I'm using 2 analogous cool colors, so I have a blue purple here and then just a regular purple here. So two of the washes will just use one single color, and then the third wash will use both colors together. So I have them both mixed up before we start here. And notice how large the puddles are, and I have tested the color to make sure that it's not super light and transparent. So the first wash we're gonna do is just a flat wash. And a flat wash means that I'm trying to make it be one color and the same value all the way down from top to bottom. So I'm just going to use one color of paint. I'm going to use my blue violet, and I'm just trying to get it to be the same color and value all the way down. So it's what we call a flat wash. So I'm loading up my brush with that blue purple paint, and I'm making sure that the paint isn't dripping off, but the brush is definitely full. So I go up to the top, and my board is tilted. So when I go across, it leaves this puddle at the bottom. Then I'm going to go fill my brush up again, and just try to barely touch that puddle to pull it down. Picking up some more paint, go across, barely touch the puddle to pull it down. You want to work somewhat quickly on this, so that you don't get any paint that's drying before you can pull it down. I'm just picking up more paint, same color each time. You don't want to have so much paint that it's going to drip down your board. I've seen that happen sometimes. So you're just trying to have the right amount so it keeps the puddle there, but it's not dripping all the way down your board. It's staying. Notice that I'm not going back up and touching anything that I've already painted. I'm just working down the page. If I were to touch my brush anywhere that I've already painted, it's actually going to pull the paint off and definitely make it so it's not flat anymore. So you're just working downwards. You're not going back to try to fix any areas that you may have messed up on. Okay, and then when I get to the bottom here, I'm just going to try to use up the paint that I have, so I'm not going to go pick up any more. And then once I've covered all the white area, I'm going to dry my brush off and then come back and pick up that puddle, because anywhere where there's a puddle, it's going to dry a little bit darker. Okay, so you can see it's pretty much the same value and same color. There's a little bit of some stripes in there. Those can be hard to avoid all the time, so we're trying to make it so it's just one color, one value, which we pretty much have. So the middle one is where we're going to change between colors. So I'm actually going to start with the same blue-violet color at the top, and then as I go down, I'm going to actually start mixing in some of my regular violet into the blue-violet so that the color changes. So this is called a graded wash or gradient. So it's changing from one color to another as I go down. So I'm just trying to position it so you can see the color as well as the paper. So I'm starting with just the blue-violet. I'm going to go across the top again, make sure I have quite enough paint so I'm not getting a puddle. Okay, there's a little bit of a puddle now. Now I'm going to add a little bit of my violet into that blue-violet. Do a couple of rows. I don't have quite enough paint. I'm going to add some more blue-violet to try to bulk up my paint here. Okay, so it's just adding a little bit of violet to my blue to get it to change color. So it's just doing a couple of stripes and then adding some more just plain purple to the blue-violet. Once I get to this point, I'm probably just going to start only pulling from the violet paint, the purple paint, to go the rest of the way down. So I could have left it just blue a little bit longer, but I was almost out of blue paint, so I had to start adding the blue violet over. So even I didn't get quite enough paint mixed. Now I can just pull it all the way to the bottom. Okay, and kind of let that little puddle gather down there, and then pick it up with a dry brush. Okay, so there you can kind of see it just gradually changes from that blue violet into the violet or the purple. Again, you can try to have enough paint so that your blue section is a little bit bigger than what mine was that time. Okay, the last one, I'm going to need more paint in general. So the last one, we're doing a graded wash again, but this time we're having it gradually get lighter as we go down the page. So I want to make sure I start with some paint that's pretty dark because it's got to be able to get lighter. So I'm remixing my purple here. So I have enough paint and dark enough paint so that we can actually see it get lighter. Okay. So I'm going to start at the top again. My paper is slanted. I fill up my brush so there's enough paint but not dripping. I'm going to go across the top. Make sure I get the puddle on there. Just need a little bit more paint. There's the puddle. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a drop of water to my paint and mix it, and then do a couple more stripes across. Then add some more water to my paint. So this time I'm having it gradually get lighter as I go down. So now I'm going to start adding more water each time because it's not quite changing as fast as I would like it to. So add some more water, mix that up. So with this graded wash, the last graded wash, you don't have to start with as much paint because you're going to be adding water every time. Okay. So make sure it's getting lighter. So once I'm here, I'm not even going to grab paint anymore. I'm just going to grab water for the rest of the time until I get to the bottom so that it's pretty light, almost clear. Dry my brush off, pick up the extra water and paint at the bottom. There's a little puddle that gathered over there, so I'm going to pick that one up too. So there are 3 washes. So we have the flat wash, so it's one color, one value from top to bottom. We have this graded wash that changes colors, so it starts one color and gradually changes to another color. And then this graded wash as well, but this time it's just one color, starting dark and getting light towards the bottom. So 2 graded washes, 2 different kinds of graded washes, and then 1 flat wash.